What is going on, my party people? Here we are again for another live video. We're gonna get the screen set up here in the way that we need it and like it and want it. There we go, got the live pulled up already. Bing bop boom 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 bop bam. Do you understand what I'm saying? I am the man. Ooh, what's up guys? It's T_Rent00 coming to you with another live video. We're gonna be streaming Sacred Stones Fire Emblem again. Again, one of my most favorite series. We are going to be doing the Iron Man rules. As you can see, chapter 8, we left off. Orson had just led us into the castle. This is the part where we find out why he led us into the castle. This way, Princess Erica. And this, you know, this boy Seth, he's a bit of a genius. I'm reading it, I'm sorry for locking in on y'all. Ah, look at that, look at that. That boy Seth is a genius. Here it is. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so basically, like, he's betraying us for a chance to be with his lover. His lover is his wife who had passed away already. Her name was Monica. Alright, we're gonna try and speed past all this. I'm gonna try not to skip it. But Iron Man rules, like I was saying, Iron Man rules. We are not allowed to restart unless Erica dies. If Erica dies, that counts as a restart. We will be tagging that in the video if it does happen. But we hopefully will not have such an issue happen. I do have one like small little tweak that I wanted to make, and that was that if Combe died, I would like to restart the level. Reason being is you do not get another thief in this game until way later, and you do need him for a couple things to make life a little bit easier. So if he dies, I have to restart. I'm so sorry if y'all find that disappointing. I just have to. This game would be an absolute buzzkill without a thief. Like right now, we're about to need him. Alright. We gotta pick him wisely. We don't get too many options here. Alright, Mulder, we're gonna need him for heals. Nemi, we're gonna probably bench her. Arter, we're gonna probably go in with him. Garcia and Ross are a definite yes. Gilliam is a definite yes. Seth is a definite. Energy ring. Oh yeah, I forgot we had one of those to distribute. 7. I don't want to put it on her. So, here's how I'm trying to view things. Vanessa is not important to the story whatsoever, but she does help us acquire a certain thing that can be very, very useful later on, and that is called a triangle attack. And you acquire that by getting all 3 of the Pegasus Knights, or yeah, Pegasus Knights. I think we are going to be going for that. The only downside is, in order to make this work, now I don't even think it's worth going for. I don't know. Who do we want to put this energy ring on? That's the real question of the day. I don't want to spend too much time, you know, trying to figure this out and thinking on it. Seth, Erica would not be a bad option, but we don't get a promotion for her till way later. Mimi would be a good choice just because she's terrible. Gosh, I wish I could remember growth rates right now. Definitely not putting it on Franz. He's dead. So we got 7 levels left on Gilliam. He can only get 8 more. So more than likely he's gonna, you know, be real close. Got plenty of levels on him. Plenty of levels. I feel like we should just leave it in supply for now. As for Nimi, what do we want to do with her? Do we want to play her this round? Let's see, we got a lance, so axe is up front. A spear to the corner to take out these 3 here. Run Nimi in the background. What do you have? You don't have a javelin, so we're good. Colm in the background, Mulder in the background, Arter in the background. Alright, I kind of like this setup that we got here, so I think this is what we're going to go with. And we're going to go ahead and jump in it. So, Seth is going to come over here, take care of the archer. Do we have S rank on him yet? No, we don't, so we're going to try and get that S rank right now. If we use a steel sword, he gets a higher ranking quicker, because there's like a hidden RNG. It's not even random. It's basically like you use higher weapons, they'll give you a bigger boost on your object that you're using. Let's see. That's gonna be a good pick right there. Now the only thing that I'm gonna have to worry about in this situation is making sure that mercenary, or that that was terrible. I'm distracted. What is it called? A Myrmidon? Myrmidon? Gotta make sure him and him can't get to Ross, which I believe he can. But we have a contingency. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and distance attack with Ross, because we don't take a huge hit on, you know, the ability to touch base. Hang on. I keep zoning out on you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to just kind of stay focused and not lose anyone. Knock it off. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? You spooked her because you came from outside, Jolly. Jolly, sit. Be sweet, Jolly. Be sweet. The dog just scared the cat because the dog came from outside. So they're going to keep going after Seth for some reason. I wonder what that's about. I guess because they probably can't do damage to Gilliam. Which, had I put Ross in the vicinity of him. And here is the issue that will propose itself to us. Here's South from the East Corridor. Sounds like fighting. Do you think it could be General Seth and Princess Erica? Please don't mention Franz. Oh, thank God. He didn't mention Franz. I think his description actually mentions Franz. Yeah, he's Franz's brother. Like, he's the dead guy's brother. Like, oh yeah, just by the way, his brother is the one that you had murdered. Yeah, see, that's terrible. 2 damage. For an archer, you know, obviously she's gonna do chip damage, but that's just embarrassing. What's his? You got 12 defense. You got 13 attack. So a better sword would get some damage from him. Unfortunately, he can't even use a better sword. That's okay. High defense means low res. Yeah, they're back playing again. I don't know if y'all can see him in the background, but the cat and the dog are back playing again. The dog's scared of the cat. Yeah, see, we got a magic level right there. Alright, so Gilliam, you're probably going to end up going sitting up here for a little bit. So 17, 19, 18, 16. So yeah, Mulder and Gilliam are going to be sitting up here on top. I'm going to throw a quick heal off to Seth. I really cannot stand to wait for an animation that does absolutely nothing. Can Ross get a hit here? Probably not. Oh, he got it though. The hatchet is such a broken 25. You get one level point and that's it. Alright, we're gonna be bringing our axe units down here. Already got a huge hit chance on Seth, so might as well. That way we can chip off on the knight, and by chipping on the knight, we can feed that level off to someone else. Because I don't know if y'all understand how like all this works, but units like Seth have a terrible like growth rate, or growth speed, I guess you'd say. Like, he can't get X amount of XPs past whatever, you know, the random number generator says. Unless it's like a boss kill. Boss kills are one of the only ones that will supply him better XP. Hi, babies. Got my Nanas here. And then he goes and hits a crit because, you know, he's Seth and he wants to spite us. He just doesn't want anybody else to get the level. And they're just all going for him. That's crazy. You know, what really helps me think that, you know, all this is possible, like, you know, being able to finish a full match without restarting or something like that, is the fact that there's a guy somewhere on YouTube. I've been watching him for a while now. This dude will sit here and solo an entire run with one character. Like, just one character. Whole time. Alright. We're gonna need me up here. The reason being is we're gonna see if we can get a level or two out of her. We're gonna keep calm next to him. Alright, who's lower? Ephraim is lower. That's actually depressing. Do a quick little level grind on him. Well met, Kyle. I never thought for a moment that you could be bested easily. No, sir, and never doubted that I would see you again. We're talking about how Orson's a little bitch. See, these two, they're like, those are like dedicated knights. Those guys are like straight to the point, no BS, no tomfoolery. It's just always about being a knight. It's like if you're not doing knightly duties, then you're not being a good knight. They're like clone troopers. Good soldiers follow orders. Alright, we get Erica and Ross down there, along with Garcia, to help out with the oncoming Cavaliers. We're gonna pop this archer, get him iced out of here. Hopefully get a good level. Give me some defense. Dang it. Not a good level, but we will take it. And I'm gonna pull them all back just so I can have like room to work here in a second. Just to be clear, none of you have a javelin, correct? Oh, that's perfect. So I can just keep feeding these guys over to Gilliam. And then Mulder can get a quick, probably level up here from the same situation. I'm hoping Arter doesn't finish this dude right off, but he probably is. He's got 20 health, and what kind of resistance? 7? No, he's not going to finish him right off. So I'll probably be able to get an attack on him with Nimi, and that is just to help her out as far as leveling up. Gilliam, I feel like we might be very close to a level up after this one for Gilliam. I forgot that dude was coming down, that little mage dude. Slowest animation in the world. As long as Arter doesn't crit, we're good. Alright, yeah. I don't know, maybe I should feed that to Arter. I'm not sure what I want to do. What are you doing? You're doing 14 minus 3. We're doing 13. Let's just see what it would do. We can rescue her out of there as long as she hits. We shouldn't have to. There we go. Yeah, that's finally a level up. I will probably not be maxing her out on levels before I use the Orion Bolt. And reason being, she's just a tough character to level up. Like, she's terrible. We're gonna skip this. I'm procrastinating with him up there so he can get some more XPs per hit. Alright, let's see. You shouldn't be able to hit anybody. We're good. Doing a little bit of a skip every now and then. Oh, we got a nice little res right there. And a defense as well. The defense is going to help him out with taking his time here. I can leave him sitting there with that slim lance for a little bit longer. Alright, let's see what weapons we're up against here. Hopefully not all swords. Up, 1 sword, 2 spear. That's perfect. I'm skipping a little bit of animation just because this is a very long level. Yeah, we're gonna go for that kill. It's just, you know, I felt it. I knew it was gonna come. We can do it. Yep, that's gonna be our downside here. Just to make sure he doesn't get doubled on. Are these the same damage? No, okay, it's weapon triangle. That's what it is. Oh, there we go. Perfect setup. And then you're gonna go in on Ross. I'm actually going to trade this back into you. He hit a crit. I know I sped through it, but he hit a crit on him. That's funny. Let's see. Bing bop boom 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 bop bing. Dodge. Yep. You know, he liked that. He a real one. He's out here, you know, slicing and dicing. You know what I'm talking about, guys? I'm just kidding. I have no clue what I'm talking about. We are going to make an executive decision. Alright, what we got here? Swords, so 2 spears, and need some magic, need some defense, and that's about it. Who's got good res? Pretty low res for a level 9 Erica, honestly. Of course, Seth has the best res here. Kyle's gonna have the best defense. What's he got? He's got the killer lance or killer spear. I gotta stop accidentally hitting that fast forward button whenever I'm trying to quick change the characters. Right here is gonna give me access to kind of finishing everybody off up there in the corner pretty quickly. I'll let them talk. Ark, are you well, brother? It is really your life. Of course I am. I'm a gangsta. Oh. Yep. Casual reuniting of the prince and princess, who are siblings. A sibling prince and princess, by the way. Alright, let's see. What are you at? Fighter 9, Pirate 3. Not a very good way to compare those two, actually. Levels. No. We are actually going to enemy phase here so I can get 1 or 2 more hits for Nemi on these two. Maybe. Maybe not. Probably not. Yes, I'm actually gonna get a finishing hit on this one. Kyle, you're doing terrible. I just wanted you to know. You know, it's funny how the weapon triangle in this game works. It's like, you know, swords give you very good high evasion and low damage. Lances are kind of like an in-between. And then the axe is like a low evasion, high damage. And, you know, it kind of evens out almost perfectly, but it creates a huge difference between axes and swords. It just makes it to where it's almost nearly impossible to get a hit on a sword unit with an axe. Like, it's possible, it's just nearly impossible. I have too many units going this direction, honestly. Alright, we are at level 10 on 1 of our Cavaliers. That's a good thing. I'm actually going to go ahead and rescue Erica and run her back around, because it's going to take a lot less time to get up this, or go all the way around with Seth than it is to just walk around there and fight those guys. Yes. Dodge, you suck. Angelic Road. I have no clue who I want to give that to. Everybody has like good growth rates as far as you know. I hate you. I hate you for it. I don't know what it is about this level, but everybody's wanting to go for a one-hit level up, and I'm feeling disrespected for it. Damage there. We're gonna come back over here and feed this to Nemi. She got the dodge, which is excelente. Make sure Gilliam don't have no items. We good. I'm gonna go ahead and feed this to Ephraim so he can get the fuck out of there. Excuse me, language. Alright, let's see. We gotta walk up here slowly because that guy right there can do a lot of damage. And I don't remember if that one can move. So who's got good balance here? Looking like our best bet's gonna be Ephraim. I'm gonna put some heavy hitter up there in the front. Alright, because we pulled Seth out of there, so I don't want to move him forward because I think that triggers a thief to come out right here. Well, honestly, he can't take anything, so I'm not worried about that. I got a hit. 2 hits. That's not good. Ooh, triggered more than just a thief. But he does have a lockpick. That is a good thing. We want that. What's his speed and skill? Speed 13. That's not good. Or is it skill based? I can't remember if it's skill based. He's got 5 skill. He's got 7 though. So you're not getting it anyways. Well, you got thunder. Hold up a second right there. Feed that to Ross. Yeah, flux, like dark magic and all that, is the equivalent of using an axe. Because it's slow but heavy damage. Is it just me, or is it feeling like, you know, we're getting like a very terrible level and then like followed by like an amazing like half-pointed level? I feel like it's actually happening that way. Alright, let's see. 5 damage. Crit! Alright, we're gonna worry a little less about evening out the levels on all the characters. We're gonna worry a little less than that. I do wish there was a way. Ah, he's got a 1% chance, and we don't play with that. What kind of damage are you knocking on my boy Gilliam? Not that bad. You can't kill him. I can enemy phase that just because it won't kill him. And that's the only reason I'm gonna enemy phase that. Water. I've actually never walked someone across that water. That's funny. I'm just now realizing that's a thing. Alright, let's see what happens here. I don't think that thief is going to attack me, but I think it will. I feel like it will, at least. I'm glad that's not a flyer. Yeah. The psychopath attacked me. And I just got a 1 level up. We're doing this because thieves normally give off a good level up, or a good amount of XPs. Should res 2. Nah, you about to get busted, gang. Don't do that. We just gotta pray that Gilliam doesn't get critted on. That's 10. Your damage is 12. Let them hang out for a second. See what happens over here with the old magey mage. What's that, 24 on a crit? Yeah, we're good. We're good. It's fine. Pull Molder back here. I like these odds. Yes. Yes, fit. What do you got going on? You're a bit of a beefcakes yourself. Alright, I'll wait it out again. 14. 12. Alright, so we're gonna go in with Comb. Hit a double take. Get him down to 2 health. Nice level up there. Going Nemi. Hit. And we're good. We're gonna get a level up here. Jeez, how long are we into this right now? I don't know. How to tell. Jeez, guys, we're already 30 minutes in. We're only probably gonna get 1 chapter done this sitting. Because, you know, I'm trying to keep it all under like an hour per, like, you know, go. We are going to start skipping and moving a little bit faster. Bitch. Did you just miss twice? That is bonkers, y'all. There we go. Don't get me wrong, I know for a fact there's a way to get Gilliam, like, promoted by now. I'm just choosing not to do it because I didn't want to, you know, throw every single kill over to him. I was so confused just now. I was like, how did he even get to her? But I think we got her speed high enough. Yeah, her speed's high enough to where she can start doubling on people. That's amazing. So we're actually going to start feeding her a few extra little kills here and there. Alright, let's see. How far can you go out? Not far enough to get you. I assume you're the same. Alright, keep these guys towards the back. I think we're going to be able to finish this level without any losses. I should have spoke to Ephraim with Seth. That would have been the play. Let's see if we can feed a kill here. Oh, nice little crit. Terrible level up. Come in here and slim sword trade. Here we go. Yep, I already know. Yes, sir. Notice how every conversation with Seth is like straight and narrow to the point. Seth's like, yep, yep. You right. Alright, we'll be able to feed this one to Nemi. Just gotta be careful of, you know, range and stuff. Actually, we might feed this to Calm. Yeah. Alright, what you busting on? 14 and 15. We're gonna go in with a bait. everybody sitting on the sidelines to jump these hoes. And guys, I think we're gonna end up calling it on this level because I still gotta get over here and get these chests, which I think is just like the Elysian whip and a silver sword, if I'm not mistaken, but I want them both. Alright, here we go. Let's take a look. 11 for the potential of 33. Let's see about you. 12. I like that one better. Let's go for that guy. Chances of death, very low. Do a little feed here. Alright, who do I want to give it to? You're 10, you're 15, you're 10, you're 4, you're going to stay there too. Did you just hit a crit? I think you just hit a crit on me. It's fine. Alright. All seriousness, I think the angelic robe needs to go to Erica. She's not looking tip-top shape. We are going to try and hold out before using it, though. Let's take a look at the supplies. What do we got? A chest key. Run that over there. That way we don't use a lockpick. We're gonna wait his turn. Enemy phase here. Run up in with Garcia. Let him do some tanking and damaging. Nice level, nice level. So we just need to lockpick one of these. Elysian whip. I'm gonna probably hand this over to Seth. Yes, we can. Which is perfect because, you know, Seth can actually use that. And we have 2 of them now. Yep. Alright, time to line the duckies in a row and get some healing on. Because, you know, Mulder gonna be needing to use that ring here soon. Yeah, because don't look like we're gonna be getting it on Arter. There we go. Oh, didn't want to do that. Oh well. Alright, let's see. I'm sure Erica will get one-shotted by whatever this guy's holding. But of course! So we're going to hold out there. Now the real question is, what level do we want to go ahead and promote Nimi at? Because Nimi is going to be a huge ordeal later. Nothing. What is his res? Jeez, 9? And you're that terrible? 11? Huh? Guys, the math ain't mathing here. But that's 11. Oh, the throne. I forgot about the throne. And this one, it does count towards resistance as well. What kind of damage you backing on? Ah, you good. Let's take a look here. We're gonna get him transferred over to that javelin. My men are unable to finish a job, were they? It falls on me to show you my own special brand of power. Not very bob and weave of you, Ross. Do I not have... Ephraim would just annihilate this dude. That's crazy. Kyle's not terrible. So I'm actually going to give that and that over to Kyle. I think I should try it, just for the memes. I just got great shielded. And he did crit. What are you at? Did you ever? Nope, didn't get it. Now we are going to take a look at this. Because look, he doesn't die on a one hit. 4 defense, 20 attack. Even with weapon triangle disadvantage. I feel like we got a bunch of well-rounded units right now. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a drop here. Dude. Dang it, it's so crowded right here. I don't want to drop him right in front of everything. Good drop there. We're going to go in for an attack. Please hit. I don't care. That's a hit. That's perfect. Weapon leveled up. If... Let's see. That's what we wanted, guys. Now, I'm so curious to see how this looks. 11 damage. I think we're gonna play with it here. No, we're not, because he's gonna switch over to that Silver Lance and absolutely obliterate him. Alright, let's see. I was gonna say, isn't he doing more damage there? Alright, we're gonna hold out there. That's pretty decent too. I'm gonna stop goofing off here because we are getting closer to that 1 hour portion. Alright, let's see. Put Erica in there. We can rescue Seth. Put Ephraim in there. We can rescue whoever that is sitting there. Dodge. Crit. I'm gonna say screw it. Let's see what happens here. I just need 1 hit from Ephraim. What's he at? Level 10? Nah, they're about even. Alright, stop goofing off. Finished him. Very impressive. However, I expect you'll wish you died here on my steel. Lord Valter is not nearly as merciful as I. mic off. I apologize for that, guys. We are at level 10 on majority of units, so that is good as far as promotion goes. So that means that at any point we can go ahead and promote most of our units right now as it sits. We do need to start throwing some more at Vanessa, and the reason being is that she is going to probably be useful to us. If she dies, I'm not going to be so like distraught about it. But since we're going to be going for a triangle attack scenario, I am going to be going with the, what's it called, Falco Knight or something like that. But we're going to call it. I know that was just one level, and I do apologize it took so long. It's just once you start getting further in to these, like, more deeper in levels, it does take a little bit longer to finish them up. So, we are 47 minutes in stream. If you like what you're watching, just let me know, you know. I do appreciate everybody that watches and sees these videos. We are going to go ahead and cut it here, though. So if you like the stream, drop a follow, give me a like, whatever it takes, you know. All interaction is good interaction. If y'all see something y'all like and find funny in the clip, just let me know. I do appreciate anybody that does watch and does interact with the stream, be it on TikTok or YouTube. That's another thing I do keep forgetting to put in there. On TikTok, if y'all are watching from TikTok, I do have a YouTube channel. That is what I'm primarily streaming for, is my YouTube. My TikTok is kind of just there to catch people's attention. I do forget that I have to promote there as well. I will be adding a small little section down at the bottom of your screen in order to, you know, promote my YouTube. But I do have a link to my YouTube on my TikTok, so if y'all are watching, please just click on that link and put me a subscribe on there. You don't even have to follow me on TikTok. If you like this content, if you're aware of the Fire Emblem series and anything like that, I am going to be jumping into the other games as well. That's going to be FE6 and FE7. I'm going to try and stay with all these like 64-bit games. Reason being is that I prefer these more than like the newer Fire Emblem. I have played some of the newer ones. I'm just not a large fan of them. I'm always been a fan of these right here. Plus, we'll be jumping into like some ROMs and stuff like that later on in the history of the channel. But right now, we're just going to be jumping on Sacred Stones, trying to knock out as many levels as possible per sitting. We will not be exceeding an hour if it is at all possible per stream, just because I want all these videos to be digestible for somebody to watch on a later date. Like if somebody decided to look up my channel and be like, all right, I'm going to do a sit-in and see what kind of stuff he does stream-wise. And then they'd be able to see, like, you know, all I do is sit here, play the game, talk a little, and yeah, that's about it. That's about it. I know, super entertaining, super wow, spectacular. But I'm going to go ahead and put it on the end soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you all.